Rob, of course, a busy period coming up for you, starting tomorrow with the 3 games coming up in the space of what, 6 days after tomorrow, really. But first of all, off the back of a bit of a slog on Saturday, really, how are the boys kind of faring? And today, I imagine it's not really been too much of a heavy day.
No, not really. Just match day -1, but just trying to keep it light-hearted. Loads of information in terms of the build-up for tomorrow. But no, lads are good. They're in good mood, good spirits. Obviously, when you win, especially such a good win against a very good team away from home, keeps everyone in the right mood, ready to attack the next one. But yeah, obviously all minds to tomorrow night now against what's going to be against a very good team. What's going to be a very tough game. I think Hartlepool, especially since Kevin come in, have been very, very strong. They've their shape and the way they've gone about games, they've been very solid. They offer great threat. They've got good energy, very dangerous from set pieces. So it's going to be a tough game for us tomorrow. We need to make sure that we're on it and we can bring the same mentality and energy that we did to Altrincham and give ourselves the best chance of winning the game.
Yeah, and you touch on tomorrow in terms of the game itself. I mean, how much of a different prospect to the game at the start of the season are you expecting, given, you know, new players that Hartlepool have? Obviously, you mentioned that Kevin Phillips is in charge there now as well. So is it really going to be much of a different kind of encounter for you?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. Obviously, different manager, different period of time in terms of the way that our 2 seasons have gone. But I think if you look over the last 10 games or so since Kev's been in there, form-wise, they're very good. They're up there. And we need to make sure that we're on it, because I think they're a team that can play. They've obviously got the big man up front, who for me is very, very good. One of the best strikers in this league, really effective, both coming to feet, running behind and from crosses. They've got a lot of experience in the middle. And yeah, I just think they're a very good team. And I think we need to make sure that, you know, we do everything we can to nullify them, but also making sure we stick to sort of the way we play, stick to our principles in terms of moving the ball, making sure that we can try and dominate as best we can. And yeah, but ultimately looking forward to another good game, and I suppose it's a bit of a derby as well, so it'll be a good, hopefully a good advert for North East football. But yeah, just a good game of football, which is what I'm hoping for.
You mentioned there in terms of the atmosphere, of course, 2 North East teams playing each other was a good atmosphere at their place right at the start of the season, and then, you know, tomorrow night, obviously with it being a Tuesday night, probably knocks a little bit off the attendance, but still will be a healthy away following and a healthy home crowd as well, and a game that I imagine a lot of the boys would want to be involved in, really. Yeah,
definitely these sort of games you want to be in. You know, sort of 2 clubs play good football, going at it, local derby, I suppose, or as local as you can get for us. And yeah, I think hopefully it will just be a good advert for non-league football, because I think it's 2 good teams. And I think, yeah, it's different games at the start of the season, obviously. Didn't work out well for us in terms of the result, because of sending off, etc. But, you know, we're in good momentum now. We picked up a good win against Alty. Feel like the results have gone against us a little bit recently, but the performances have been good. And we just need to make sure we stick to the principles and stick to the things that have got us the results and the performances. I think when you really look at it, it's quite clean. I think the understanding now within the group of what our strengths are, and both in and out of possession, and how we can, you know, maximise our strengths in possession, and obviously try and nullify opposition as we can off the ball. But, you know, you talk about what you want, but when the game comes, that's when you have to deliver. And I think that's the thing I'm so pleased with these boys, is I know when they step on the pitch, they give you absolutely everything. You know, sometimes results go for you, moments in games can change things, but I think ultimately the attitude, the application and the mentality of this group is the thing I'm so pleased and proud of. And I think we need to make sure we have that in abundance tomorrow, because otherwise it'll be a difficult evening.
Yeah, and on the fitness front, obviously one return and face on Saturday with Greg making his first appearance since back end of November when he originally got injured. Obviously, I imagine still a one where you're a little bit cautious with him because of how long he's been out for, but obviously good to see him back on the pitch as well. Yeah,
it was brilliant. I think seeing Greg back on the pitch nearly 30 minutes, I think it was in the end, or just under. No, it's more than we could hope for. He's come through that really well. We'll just keep building him up, getting him ready to start a game. But otherwise you haven't got too much more to worry about in terms of fitness and injuries, just managing a few people. We've got niggles and knocks, which is expected at this stage of the season. in terms of ongoing issues and things that have been picked up recently. But you know, that's football, that's part of it. But we just keep monitoring the lads, keep looking after them, and yeah, just need the bodies really, because ultimately I've said to the boys, you know, like you just mentioned there, it's the second game of, well, it's the first game of 3 and 6 days, and after Saturday as well. So it's going to be high load, and we're going to need as many bodies as possible, because yeah, the freshness and the mentality of being able to play at the level we're asking. You know, we know how hard it is to do that Saturday, Tuesday, Friday, Monday. So we know that we're going to have to freshen things up and make changes. And the pleasing thing for me is that within the squad we've got, no matter who we ask to come in whatever position, I have absolutely every faith that they understand what they're doing and they'll give everything for the cause.